I'm just oohing and awing over the boutiques.
We are.
Hi.
It's us.
Guess who?
Samantha.
Elizabeth.
Well, you said to guess who.
I know.
So you're Elizabeth or
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm Elizabeth.
Okay.
You're Samantha.
Well, no, I was guessing who you were.
Oh.
Because you said get.
Do I look like a Samantha? I think I'm more like an Elizabeth.
Okay, you can be Elizabeth.
Okay. Helen of Troy.
Maybe something.
Of course, that's a controversy now, so we'll have to move on to something else. Everything's a controversy.
That's okay. All right.
So, what's up?
What is up? I don't know. I had the boys yesterday because it was a day off from school. That was fun.
Day off from school yesterday?
It was a Pro D day, so I had them yesterday. I had to help Alec with his homework. He's doing that entrepreneur thing at the school.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, yeah. So
Oh, cool.
that was fun.
Okay.
He's doing these little maracas, so they're stuffed in eggs, so you can shake them. And Alec's not super excited about doing this, but he can't use the hot glue gun because, you burn fingers. So I was gluing the eggs close. Like he was doing everything else, I would glue the eggs close so that... And then I'm like, well, we should do something a little bit to make them more than this. And so, go rambling through, Grandma's craft supplies because I may have a few things. And I found these little gold stars. I says, well, why don't we glue on some gold stars? And he's like, oh... Like, okay, you're not gluing them on because that's a grandma job. I says, you just keep grandma company. So I did one. No, because he'd rather, do this other thing. And I'm like, so I thought they looked really cool with the little stars and it just made it just that much more. But apparently not.
Alrighty. Okay, so just in case you're new. I'm actually Deborah.
And I'm Lori.
And we're coming to you from Tom's Sewing with your weekly dose for May.
Yes. And you can check out some of the stuff, well, not the classes, but you can connect to us through Country Folk in Chilliwack and our Masons Burnaby location, which is on Kingsway.
On Kingsway.
Yeah.
So, what do we have for you?
We have lots of cool stuff coming up. So there's lots of announcements for a few things. So kind of a little bit of, here's some teasers because, this is all we're going to share with you because it's all we know.
That's all we know. Some things we know everything. Some things we know.
Well, we know everything about everything. It's just, Okay, so a couple things. So first off is Kimberbell Day. So if you're into machine embroidery or would love to be at machine embroidery, because I'll happily take you down that path, we have Kimberbell Day. So this is year 4. This is happening. So if you're not familiar with it, Kimberbell from Utah, they do a big day where they've got prizes. They do giveaways. They do, you get a free pattern. It's a watch party type thing. So it's lots of fun. So, it's on July 18th this year, so it's a week earlier than what it normally is.
Okay.
So it's July 18th. You need to register. So, and there's 3 places. Well, you register on Kimberbell. So you go to our affiliates link. So homepage, scroll down to the bottom where it says affiliates, click on that, go to Kimberbell, and then register there, and you get your first free embroidery pattern. Then you register with us and you'll get a second embroidery pattern. There will be a third. We're
not going to tell you where it's coming from
yet because we don't know. There is a third. Kimberbell's only giving us certain information, but there will be a third. But you need to register in both places for that.
Yes.
And your registration with us is telling us that you are going to come and watch with us in person. And you want to do that because we also will have a lot of door prizes because the ones in Kimberbell, just due to laws down in the States, most of the stuff there goes in the United States. Yeah. They can't send it to Canada. They are working on doing what they did last year where they'll have some up for Canada. But last year, if you were here, Carrie schmoozed some of our suppliers, and we had a crap load of. We had some really good stuff for in store. So you had to be registered, and you came on the Saturday, and you got entered into ours. So we're working on that. She's got a couple of other things that we're working on. It's going to be a fun day. It really, really is. You come, spend some time with us. Last year, our classroom was completely full. Like, we took the tables out, and we had people packed in here, and we had them out in the store watching all out there. There was a lot of us, but it was so much fun. So block the day off. It's just the morning. It's 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock in the morning. We will have a few breakfast snacks.
Yes,
So
it'll
there
be
will
fun.
be some. It's lots of fun.
Most of us will be here. I signed up this morning.
Woohoo! I will be here
for one of our special things that's happening.
Yeah, so we got lots of fun.
Motivated me to sign up.
Yeah.
So that's a biggie. That's a biggie, and again, July the 18th. New classes for the summer. They
And the fall.
are working on.
Yes, I am. Okay, so there
That's
are
a
some
nod to
classes
her.
coming in
Yeah.
in the summer. Carrie's got those are going in the computer. We've also got some stuff going on in the fall. Those are in. I am working on mine. Summer's just going to be a little different this year. I just got to work around because I'm back up babysitting for, I've got the grandkids when they're not in school. And Addie's working. So she's
right.
So we just have to make sure we've got some care for the kids in place before I pick dates.
So keep looking.
Yes.
And plus, they're working on classes right up until the end of the year.
Yeah.
So,
But talking about summer classes, we have our 4-part machine embroidery one.
yes.
That one for summer has been moved from the August one into the weekend.
Yeah.
So it is on Saturdays.
For
So
everybody who wanted.
if you've wanted to take it, but it's been during the week, there is the August one is running on Saturdays.
Yeah, it starts
So
August
if
the 8th.
you want to get in there, there's 6 spots. You need to get registered as
Yes.
soon as possible,
Yeah,
so
get
that
your
if you
name
want
in
your
there.
spot.
We have the boutiques.
Petite Club.
Yes,
Okay.
that's what I was thinking.
As soon as we said petite, she started looking, and then we lost her. Okay, so this is this month's petite. So you can see them. Aren't they pretty?
is June.
This is for
Yeah.
June. Oh, June. Yeah, June.
this
Sorry,
is June.
July. So this is June. Okay, so here's the deal. Okay, if you like these and you want it, you have 2 options. Okay, the first option is, which guarantees you one until we sell out, is to sign up for Petite Club, and then you will get June's. If you don't want to sign up, you can purchase if we have any left after June 15th.
Yes.
Okay, so if you want it, there are some that are available. You can get signed up, and then you'll get June's. If you want to take your chance, have at her. I like the lighter ones. Have it.
I just like petite.
I know you love boutiques.
I
So
just-
that's, and then I can't remember what the cost is. I know if you sign up, you get it at a bit of a discount.
I think it's $69.95.
I don't
Not
remember.
Club, it's $79.95.
Yeah, so
And that's petite.
and that is also the
You've got-
difference between if you sign up, you get a
Yes.
discount. If you're not part of it and you just buy the package afterwards, then it's the regular price.
And that's 10 half-meter cuts of petite. So
I saw some fun. It's boutiques. I did get last month's. I did.
So did
'cause,
I. And now look at this.
Yeah.
I gotta do this one now too,
So,
but I have to wait.
maybe. Well, I mean, yes, you have to wait because they're not, even if
That's
you're
right.
signed up, it's not
That's
going
right.
out quite yet. So I know you do have to wait. All right, what else is on the list here?
Same day bookings for machine service.
Okay. in case no one's aware, school is ending here pretty quick.
Yeah.
So that means our service team is going to be in schools for a good chunk of
The summer.
the summer. So
Not in school. They're at the school.
yeah,
doing service.
at the school. Yeah. At the schools doing service. So it's going to be some hit and misses and stuff like that. So it's going to do a couple things. It's going to jump up estimated dates. So if you bring your machine in now, it's going to
Anybody
bump
here.
it because
Yeah.
there's no one here. So if you know that your machine is due for service, log on to go onto the website, look for machine service, and book your same day.
Yes.
Right now we're booking what? September. Okay.
Yeah.
So book the date, and what that same day is so then you book it, you bring it in by 10 a.m. Then as long as there is no issues with it, so if it's just simple service, you'll get it back at the end of that day. If there's something wrong with it,
Then it's not a
it
same
ain't.
day.
It's not going to be a same
Yeah,
day.
if you know there's something wrong with the machine,
Just
bring it in.
Yeah.
Don't book it for a same day.
Don't book
'cause
it for a same day.
It's not a same day then.
Because what'll happen is if you, let's say you book it for September 15th and there's something wrong with it, it'll be treated as a walk-in
Yeah.
and it'll go in. And so if the walk-in is, 6 weeks, you're waiting until September to have it sit for 6 weeks. Bring it in
Yeah.
now, and it
Get it
may
in,
or may not
Get
be
it
seen
in.
sooner.
Get it in a lineup if there's issues. Because our techs are really good. They're very
Well trained.
experienced. They're trained. We keep up to date on all of the training. They go off to training. So
And worst case scenario, they've got Tom, who's got
yes.
450,000 years of
That's-
knowledge. in his
Yes,
head.
this is right. This is the one who handles all of those. Ooh, this one's really bad.
Yeah.
He takes over on those ones.
So, but the side note is if you know you're going to be away, if you book a same day while you're gone, you can bring the machine
Yes.
in before. So let's say you're going on the 15th, you can book it, like the 18th, but you can bring it in on the 14th. Then your baby is at the spa day getting fixed while you're away, and then when you come back you pick it up, and it's not like your machine, you won't even notice
You
it
don't
was
have to
gone.
look at that empty spot. Yeah.
So-
I know. And there is the opportunity within the Surrey Delta, some parts of little further out, pickup, because I know some of these machines are getting,
Hefty.
and I have to do it. I book a pickup because
Yeah, there
I
is a
can't
there
do-
is a pickup
yeah,
fee.
There
just
is
so
a
you know.
fee, but we'll pick it up, bring it in, do the service, bring it back. So you don't have to fight with some of these larger machines, because I know it's difficult to pick them up, even up off the table, let alone get it to your car. So that is an option that is available. You just call and we'll take care of that for you. We'll book it and get it all set up for you.
All right, so classes.
yeah.
So we've got, we talked about A and B.
Yep.
So there's
We're-
the no binding placemats, which is June 6th.
Yep.
We've got Serger 1, 2, and 3, June 3rd, 10th, and 17th. We've got Stitch and Chatter on the June 18th, in person in the morning, Zoom at night, and then we got Sit and Sew. The other thing is this Friday, we have, if you are into machine embroidery, we do have like an introductory class for Creative Aid.
I find out.
So we have that. And here's just a little something. So, shh. Okay.
Throwing stuff around.
So the one thing about and we're going to talk just basic, like the basic level, so it's the free level or whatever. So this I did in Creative 8. So I've imported a couple of patterns. I used the lettering that's in there to do the software, and created it, did the layout, all that kind of stuff. Isn't it cute?
It is so sweet.
It is.
I like especially the established.
Yes. And so we're going to talk about how you can do that. So if you've got you see a pattern and you want to add to it and some embellishments, we're going to talk about how to do quilt labels using Creative 8 to do
Yeah.
quilt labels. So it's 2 hours. You're going to bring your laptop, not your embroidery machine, just your
Just your
laptop. Make sure you've downloaded Creative 8 already, signed up. Use the link the bottom of our website so it takes you direct there. Whenever you guys, that supports our store. So when you're shopping at those places that we're affiliates with, go to our website, use those links, and then that helps support the store here, so we can support you guys.
Yes, exactly.
All right.
One thing. Okay. On the calendar in the fall, Tom is doing his free motion initial class. This is the one where he talks about how to make the machine work for you, what you can do. It's just the basic gets you started.
Yeah.
And it is extremely popular. So if you want to either take it again, because it's been well over a year since it was run, or you have just decided you want to get started on free motion because it's pretty much all the rage now, get your name in there. Yeah. Get this one
There's
under
a couple
your belt
of spots
before you head on to the more intricate things, because this is a foundation for it to work well for you.
There's been a lot of people who've taken free motion classes all over the place, and they just get so frustrated. They take Tom's. It's not because he shows technique. He shows you how to set your machine up so that it works for you instead of you fighting your machine.
Yeah.
And they're going, now it clicks. Okay, so right now there's a couple of spots. So grab them while you can. Yes. We may have to open up a few more sessions, but don't count on that.
I think we did 3, 4,
five. The last time we ran that, we ended up running 5 of them, and then Tom's like, and then we ran into
had to stop. But
just because it became a very busy time and he couldn't do anymore. So right now, let's get those in there.
Check out the calendar if you're slightly interested in it. Get your name in there.
Yeah, and if it's full, get your name on a wait list so we know to open up more sessions.
Exactly, because that's what happened the last time. We just kept getting more and more people on the wait list, so we kept opening more and more classes. So just if any class is full, put your name on a wait list, because that's our indication to us to add another class.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So we have Jen with us, but we gotta go find Jen.
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna flip this around. Make sure I flip. All right, let's go see if we can find Jen. She was warned. See. Okay, those two are over there giggling.
Because I was following a driver's ed car that was
You make it sound like this is a fun place to be, just sitting there giggling.
This plate said stop. That's what I was showing you. Said stop? Stop. The license plate on the driver's ed car was stop. So my husband was like, oh, you have to take a picture of this. And so I did.
All right. So Jen's with us today. She's going to mess around with some machines. She's going to share with us some stuff. Okay.
Okay. So our machines do so much more than we ever think that they do. And we only use like certain things. Like even like myself, I'm like, oh, well, if I need to start and stop and I want it to tack, I'll just push my reverse button or I'll use my reverse button. But if you have an electronic machine, a lot of them have that built in. So for instance, I'm currently having the 5300 in front of me today, mainly just because I'm also going to talk about the knee lift. But this one here, when you look at your stitches, your number one, or the one that it automatically opens to, is just your regular straight stitch. Nothing automatic about it. But number 2 and 3 have different things built in. So number 2 has the tacking stitch built in. So it will go forward 4, back 4, and then keep stitching. Number 3 starts with a knot. So say you're doing your free motion quilting and you want to just start with a knot in the bottom and you'll bury your threads later. You can start with that so that you don't have to worry about it coming out at the beginning. So I've just put it on stitch number 2, as you can see here, and I will start, and it should do this automatically. Yep, see, it started and it went, and then if I want it to stop and do the reverse, I just push my reverse function, and it just goes automatically. And then I can, and then for instance, number 3, which is one of the pre-programmed stitches on your machine, it will start. Didn't see how it hasn't moved yet? It hasn't moved yet because it's just doing your stay stitch, and now it'll go. And then when I press my reverse button, it'll do, I'm not pressing very hard so you can see it all go through, but, and then, so on the back, you can see I have my 2 little knots. Well, at the first one, I have my reverse stitches. How many times do we actually use that? Or do we go and push buttons because we forget that our machines have this feature like programmed in?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I
love the locking stitch, but
The
I do have a tendency to forget that it will do the reverse,
yeah.
the back stitch.
And I forget that I can do a locking stitch at the end just by pushing my reverse button once.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh, right, I have that. Why don't I use it? Because we forget.
I think on mine, you push the button, and then when you sew, and then when you stop, it'll do it. I think.
Usually,
you've stepped up a bit, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
they work different. Like, so different machines will work a little bit different. So
But these are
check
there.
your owner's manual.
Yeah, and I had to reread the manual because even on these ones, because we have so many different brands that they function in different ways, right? And so I want to make sure that I'm showing you something and not saying something and then having something completely opposite happen, because you know that never happens to me while I'm demoing a machine ever.
Well, no, it's just the way different companies label things.
That's cute, but that's very true.
It's
though.
very
Like,
true. Like,
you
yeah.
go, oh, right, yeah.
Oh, right.
Different
No, on this
machine,
one it
yeah.
works this way, and on this one it works this way. And another thing that a number of our machines have is a knee lift. Now, I personally tend not to use my knee lift because I have short legs. But when you're doing some of these intricate stitching, like say you're doing some applique and you need to go around all these little fussy corners and you need to stop. Well, of course we have our needle up down button so that we can have it stop in the down position so that we can pivot, but then we're holding and we're lifting at the same time. Where when you have your knee lift, I'll just put it under.
I'm gonna sit
And
out this
then-
way so that we can see.
I will just start, and because I have it set, and then I'm gonna stop, and I'm gonna pivot, and then stop, pivot. I am using my knee lift to raise the foot pedal.
The game changers with some things.
It is, and
you're
that's the
working
thing is
on
I'm gonna have to find mine and see if I can get my chair set up, because sometimes when you have to go around like a patch or an applique, just having it be able to, okay, I don't have to take my hands off of the fabric. You just have to remember to take your foot off of the pedal before you do this, because otherwise your machine gets mad at you. See, it beeped at me. It's because I still had my foot on the pedal while I was doing.
Lady.
It's saying, hello.
Make up
one
your
at a
mind.
time, please. And I know that in some of the higher end Genomes, you can actually use your knee lift to control the width of your zigzag in some of your satin stitches. And we did a video on that maybe a year or two ago. I think it was the 9480 or the 9450. We did a video on that and about how the knee lift can be used to do that as well. So check your owner's manual. A lot of them just say, oh, it'll lift.
Yeah.
But this comes from working in the industrial machines, because in the industrial machines you have a knee lift, and that is how you lift everything. So that you're not always trying to have your hands around the machine and then sewing into fingernails and stuff like that, right? Like you want to be safe around your machine. So here, lift with your knee and then move and lift and turn and lift and turn. And then if you always make sure to have your needle down, then you're not worrying about your fabric being out of the way.
That's right.
And then, and then some of the other computerized machines have it as a programmable thing so that when you stop, your presser foot lifts that little bit so that you can pivot. Now this one doesn't, and that's fine. The one I have doesn't at home, but it is a fun feature for those. And also it helps when you're doing some chain stitching as
yes,
well,
absolutely,
because then you're just feeding the next one in instead of having to worry about it. But then even that, sometimes you're like, you're chain stitching, but you're trying to keep those borders together, like your edges together, and because you don't want to pin. So having your knee act as a third hand, it's wonderful.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But I have short legs, so make sure that your chair is in the proper position.
That's right. You have to manage all of that.
Yeah.
Get it all set up.
And a lot of it becomes muscle memory too, because there's a number of people who don't use their needle threaders because they just can't remember how to do it properly. And
I stopped using my needle threader as soon as I could see again. I'm just so pleased with the fact that I can thread a needle without any help at all that I don't use mine.
But when you have some of these ones
I
where
know.
they just go up and around
Oh, I know.
and they
But
cut
it's
off,
just-
oh my goodness.
It's too easy.
See? And then it doesn't work because you don't put your needle in the right spot. There we go.
Yep.
But when you have
Yeah,
a needle
that is
threader
an
that is
advantage.
that
Absolutely,
easy,
yeah.
and I've worn glasses since I was 10 years old. And usually I have to take my glasses off to thread a needle because they're for
Okay.
distance.
Yeah.
So the fact that I can just put it through,
Mine's the
even
reverse, or was.
So don't forget to use your needle threader because then it becomes muscle memory. A lot of these things, they become muscle memory and then they are so easy to use.
Except for when you change machines.
When you change your machines, yes, you have to relearn these things. Like for instance, when my lovely machine is in for her spa day and I'm using my backup machine, she's not computerized. So I keep pushing that button that doesn't exist for my thread cutter.
Yes, that's right. The one I sew in Ottawa on my old Janome, it doesn't have scissors, but I'll still. It's instinct.
It's
Love
instinct that
those
you go and
scissors,
yeah.
man. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So just using things like this.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to look at your manual. You get bored, just see what there is that you can do. Like we have all of these stitches that we normally don't use because we're like, whatever, straight stitches. This is what I want to do. But there are some fun things, and we'll probably have a later video about this too. But there are some fun stitches that you can use to tack down your binding or to make it look like your quilting is straighter than it is because it's more decorative and you don't notice when you've gone off of the ditch.
I love decorative stitches.
Decorative stitches are wonderful. Or even if you're not a quilter and you're a sewist, like if you want, use a variegated thread on your hems.
Oh, yeah.
With a fun little stitch like hearts for a granddaughter or leaves and flowers. And like a lot of the computerized machines have it so that you can program in a few stitches in a row. So you can have a heart, leaf, leaf, flower, leaf, leaf, flower, leaf, leaf. And we have so many things on our machines that if we don't look into it, are we really using what we've invested this money in?
Exactly, because they add so much at each step that, experiment, find out what it is, because you're going to find things that you love.
And I think in some of them even have ways of having a mock sashiko stitch too. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I saw on Facebook there's a foot.
There's a sashiko foot, and then you can do different things like that. One of the ribbons that needed to be used in our serger class, somebody actually stitched two pieces of ribbon together because they couldn't find a ribbon with that particular stitch in it. So there are some fun things that you can do with your machine.
Yeah. Check out your feet. Check out your features.
Check out your feet.
Read your manual.
I know. And if
And
you don't,
experiment and have fun.
if you don't like reading your manual too, there are so many interesting YouTube videos out there, and like there's ours, which are obviously wonderful, but there's also other people who do them and they're like, hey, I tried this so that you don't have to.
Well, that, and if you've bought your machine here, you can book
a class.
some to come in, and if you're not sure on a certain thing. So if you read your manual and there's something not quite working on it or you don't quite understand, come in and talk to us and we can see what we can work up. And
Or book a one-on-one if you've booked if
yeah.
you've brought your machine here, and
Yeah.
we'll sit down and we'll go through it, because not everybody is a book learner too. Some people need to learn by seeing somebody do it, and I understand that completely too.
Absolutely. We
Like-
all have different learning
Yep.
skills.
so if you want to book a one-on-one, just let us know and
Let us know.
specify what you're wanting to do so that we can be prepared.
Yeah, just in case, because if somebody's going to tell me that they want to practice putting in their zippers, I may need to refresh myself. On
Well, again, it's
you
every
know.
machine is different so that
Every
we
machine
can
is
make sure
different.
that we are
Yeah.
prepared.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Different.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
So-
thank you, Jen.
ladies.
All right, so we're going to wander back over. While we do that, we may stop and grope some
Look at fondle the fabric.
no. See, isn't this stuff pretty?
Yes, she
Like,
is.
this is,
She's
like,
fondling
I
the
love
fabric.
these ones. The camera bell. Coffee. I can just take my time wandering. See, and there's still this stuff. Okay. All right, I'm coming. Extra wide. I'm a coming. All right. So we're back. Almost knocked you guys over there a bit. All right. So enjoy. Like, there are so many cool things with your machine and the little parts and playing around.
Like we say, it's supposed to be fun.
Macy was stitching her little bunnies, and she made little clothes for it, and she showed me. I'm like, oh, that's cute. How did you do that stitch? She's like, well, it's on the machine, and I'm like, huh. She's experimented with like all the
Yep.
the stitches on there, and I'm like going, I got straight and zigzag. Where I've gone so far, but she's done so many different ones.
I love the stitches. I'm really big on the decorative stitches.
Well, see, I do mostly embroidery, and so it's just now getting into doing some of the other stuff. But it's just
Well,
it's
don't
funny.
tell anybody, but I put my bindings on with decorative stitches.
I may start doing
Because
that.
I, to me, it's the thread work, the stitching, is what is important for me. So I want it to show. So I'm going to use
There you go.
thread that stands out. I'm going to use the decorative stitches. It's just
Sounds fun.
that's right.
All right, so join
That's
us next week. Come in and say hi to us in the store, any one of our 3,
Locations.
and
Come see us.
yeah, come see us.
Say hi.
See you later.